my head. Well, we got out of the portal, and we gave all of the ruined things to Tal. And then we went to go see the little angry man, because, we have to do that after we do things. And he was putting up a board so that we wouldn't have to talk to us anymore, which means that our game of Click Clack Run worked. Then we decided to go on a seagull hunt for the Knights of the Fallen Crusade, or some midnight order, I don't know. Shiny dudes that used to worship sun, now they're after the moon. But before that, we went to Patty's, because it is the only town in shop. And we got to Patty's, we bought some things, I bought us all matching whistles, so we could go toot toot, it will be great. Then, we wanted to celebrate. So to the tavern! And the disembodied voice said something very hurtful. He thought he could trick us and tell us there's no tavern in this town because it's too small, only 10 buildings. Well, Dubert and Soren took 8 seconds to turn Patty's into the finest tavern this town has ever seen. And then, when the sun hit our eyes and burned our retinas just right, we headed off. And then we found those annoying sun dudes we were looking for, clanging their armor and swords and stuff against Soldiers Guild. It was very loud, very annoying with the hangover, Not good at all. So we put a stop to that.
In the aftermath of the fight, one of these soldiers is angrily kicking one of the dead bodies. You stupid bastards, you killed Harold! He's just keeping on kicking it and kicking it and kicking it and continuing to shout, too. The flumps are kind of running away from Ernest. The merchants are huddled around. What do you do?
Come back, Flump! Where are you going? Come on!
Do you want to roll like a catch check on that?
Sure.
Animal
What's
handling?
a catch check?
Yeah, let's do animal handling. I like that. Thanks, Reed.
Sure. That's a 4.
Yeah, look, you're about as good at catching flumps as you are at dodging curses.
Wow. Ernest is even getting it from the DM now. I see how this works.
Reed, you had a hand up?
Dilbert is going to run over to the guard that's kicking the dead body and also start kicking him and go, "You killed Harold!" and just start shouting alongside him.
Did you know Harold?
No, but these guys seem like assholes.
It's always hard losing a fallen brother. I understand you lost, mate. I'm sorry. I'm also Soren. What's your name?
I'm Sergeant Wilhelm.
Nice to meet you, Sergeant Wilhelm. You know if there's any more of these buggers around?
I came out of the hills. And he gestures over to a hill that looks like all the other hills.
Come here, Flumpy, Flumpy, Flumpy. Come here, Flumpy, Flumpy.
Matt, it's been long enough. You can try again if you want.
Sure. Ooh, that's an 11. Mildly better, probably not good enough.
I suppose I should roll some form of dodge check on this, eh?
Probably.
It definitely dodges out of your hands, but you're getting better. You're picking up the skill.
Oh, we're gonna get you.
Don't mind him. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. No darkness following him around ever.
He's just a little slow. It comes from being a turtle.
Yes, it's in his nature.
Right.
So where you headed?
All right. We're headed to Shade Hill, delivering some goods for these. Well, the merchants are delivering goods. We're just here to guard them, to be honest.
Excuse me, did you say Shite Hill?
Shade Hill.
You calling our town Shite?
Shade Hill. Like shade, like the thing cast by trees.
Right.
Thanks.
Have you seen this? What's this heretic's name? And he turns to Dubois.
The Chateau Crusader or something like that. He is fallen. He's the midnight, something about the Midnight Order. I don't know. It's on this paper, this flyer that we took.
He looks at it and is like, the Fallen Crusader, eh? It'd be great to get them out of here. Although it would take away from our money.
What do you mean take away from your money?
Get a lot more contracts with the Merchants Guild.
And have you considered, I'm just wondering, I'm just spitballing some ideas here with you, mate. If you're dead from the ambushes, do you collect much money when you're dead?
That's a really good point.
You don't end up like Harold.
I would really rather we not talk about the dead so quickly after they died.
I got that. Where do we find Midnight Boy?
Hillburg, probably.
Okay. Do you need a hug?
No.
Okay.
Please, no.
In the town of Hillsburg?
Yes.
Or just
Well,
closer
I don't
to?
know. You'll find leads there. I'm not a bounty specialist. Looks like the merchants are trying to leave, so I'm going to leave you with this. This is for you. And he hands you a sergeant's mark and leaves. So, as you know, sergeant's marks, or marks in general, are ways that the guilds, hand out favors to each other. So a sergeant's mark will get you a favor worthy of a sergeant, air quotes, in the soldiers guild. And he just walks away. So basically, you can use this at any time to call in a favor from the soldiers guild, but it has to be like a sergeant level favor, air quotes. Realize that's vague on purpose.
Søren,
Yes.
do you want to pin this or hold on to this favor on your stuff, or is that offensive to your deity? Should I just put it on my poncho somewhere?
No, you go ahead and hang on to that. I reckon we ought to follow these here merchants. Maybe we can find out when the next ambush happens, or do we just frolic in the forest?
Well, didn't I hear one of them say that they came from over the hill or something?
So, Ernie, the three options we have: follow the merchants back to town we just came, hope they get ambushed again, but I don't know how likely that is. We keep walking and go to the next big city. The one we saw for like a day, and then they told us to pick off.
Yeah, Hillburg or whatever.
Yeah, we can go there and look for more leads. Or we can just walk in that direction and hope we find them by wandering through hills.
I'm against the wandering. Maybe we go to Hillsburg.
Right, it's decided then, and I'm off. So I just collect my stuff and start heading in the direction of the town.
I follow Søren.
Me too.
Okay, sweet.
Wait, actually, I loot the bodies.
Yes, looting of the bodies. Yes. The D&D trope, fondling dead people.
Yes, very healthy. No chance of disease here. You won't find bad gear at all. Okay, so they each have half plate on that is emblazoned with the sun. They have each a spear. They also have shields. Beyond that, they have a smattering of coins, somewhere in the region of 12 gold pieces and 3 silver, something like that.
How many of them were there? Was it 4 or 6?
We'll say 4.
Cool.
No, there are definitely 6, and my brain is tired. What do you guys do now that you've looted the bodies?
Then we go to Hillsburg, I guess?
Sure do.
Okay, sweet. So because the fight took some time, and it took you some time to get going because you're a little hungover this morning and all that, you get probably, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of the way there, and it's kind of nightfall. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to push on and hope to find an open inn, or do you just want to camp? Or some third option that you can think of? I'm pretty easy here.
We do have a tent.
I like camping.
I mean, we didn't really sleep last night, so I'm okay if we get a decent night's rest.
I'm about ready to crash right here on the side of the road, so I bet we find somewhere to camp out for the evening.
All right, I'll go scout out the nice area just off the trail. Secluded-ish. And then I poke the medallion and the turtle's backpack and make them glow, and then I walk away into the night.
Roll me some nature there, or survival, your call, Dilbert.
Dilbert rolled 16 plus 3, no matter which stat you use.
Okay, sweet. You managed to find a pretty secluded spot to set up camp. Are you guys going to set watches? Are you just going to go to bed?
I can take the first watch.
Sounds good. I'll take the last one. I'll be up bright and early in the morning then.
Do you like those watches, Søren, so you can see the sun rise and bask in your Gibraltar's glory?
It's magnificent, so it is. The headache that it gives me when I see that bright fiery ball stabbing me eyes at 6 in the morning.
Beautiful.
That sounds like happiness for you, Søren.
I will make a fire.
Yeah, okay. So you guys do the fire thing. You kind of set up. Somebody cooks dinner. It's not bad unless you want to roll for dinner. Don't know why you would, but you can. It's an option. As you keep going,
Tides of chaos.
Sweet
No, no.
Jesus,
Oh,
that
God.
startled me. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Do you want to do that? Tides of
No.
Chaos on
No,
the.
no, I don't have my Tides of Chaos right now.
Oh, that's valid. Right, because you used it earlier. Yes. Okay, brain. Okay, so words are hard today, but we will get there. You guys have a lovely sleep. First watch goes well. Second watch goes kind of nicely. Sioran, about partway through your watch, I won't give you exact times because time truly is an illusion, anyways. As you're resting, a wolf stalks up to your campsite. It has silver fur that glows in the firelight. And it kind of just like stares at you from like the edge of the firelight. What do you do?
About how far away is it?
Fires give off like bright light 15 feet and dim light to 30 feet. So we'll say 25 from the fire and on the opposite side of the fire from you. So probably like 30, 35 feet, something like that.
Okay. Soren just kind of like double checks his vision and like leans in, like examining the shiny wolf. Right. If you're looking for that DeBear character, he's asleep right now. There's a lineup waiting to marry him. I know what you want.
I would like to at this point murmur in my sleep. Oh.
Okay, that's good. It kind of like starts slowly walking towards the fire.
Well, if you're cold, have a seat. I mean, I ain't got anything for you to eat. Certainly not me. Turtle probably doesn't taste very good anyways.
Yeah, it sits down by the fire, across the fire from you, and like puts its head in its paws and just kind of like rests there, watching you out of one eye.
It's not very nice out here, some days. I miss me home. And that's saying something because the place was a bloody hellhole. Sometimes it's all right, though. The fire's warm. I have peace for a moment from the curse that follows me round. And then there's that turtle. He's all right, I suppose. What brings you around here? Are you really looking for him? Are you another long-lost lover of his? Not much for words either, I see. Strong, silent type, so you are. Aye. That's probably for the best, isn't it? I talk too much as it is. At least me mum used to always say that.
You just kept going. I don't know why I found that so funny. Okay. Whew. All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, I've broken the DM.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know how you would handle that. You just kept talking. That was good. Anyways, by the time you're done talking, the wolf falls asleep.
Excellent. Amazing.
Some time passes. I imagine you're doing patrols. We'll put air quotes on it. You just kind of wander around the area just to like make sure things are fine. But you're not really like probably too concerned. I don't know. Maybe Sioran is concerned. Is he? That's a good question.
No, he's mostly concerned with finding like the next place he can sit down.
Okay, Lit. As you come back from one of your little wanders around just to keep yourself busy, the wolf is gone, and in its place there is a man dressed in a dressed in really, really ragged clothing, lying in its spot, kind of sleeping fitfully.
I see then. I'm cursed again.
And that's right as the sun rises, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And P.S. sunrise here, goddamn gorgeous. Like, you've seen some pretty quality sunrises because your homeland is kind of mountainous. But this one, in the piece of the forest with the gentle mist all over the grasses that you see but in the clearings, and just like the sun cresting and making the ground and the dew glisten and that mist kind of shine just a little bit brighter.
Mm-hmm.
You've not seen something this beautiful in a long time.
Soren is like almost not crabby.
Almost. It's good. That's an improvement.
Wow. That's really good. That's impressive. It's a hell of a sunrise.
And if you're just leaving the dude there, everybody wakes up and he's still
He
sleeping.
just leaves him like sitting there and goes kind of sits on the ground nearby.
Yep. All right, the other two wake up, and you guys, I guess, do your regular breakfast routine or whatever it is. Do you have a breakfast routine? Probably. I imagine Dilbert cooks something.
Dilbert will rummage and find food for us and up to 5 others. 5 others, not including myself. So 6 of us total.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Fairly certain I took that background, but I guess I should check that first. Never mind, I actually would have to roll for it.
All right, roll away. Survival, my man.
Nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you get more than enough. In fact, you get so much food. You get 2 days of trail rations on top of enough food for right now.
Sweet.
Sioran, who's our friend?
Oh, I don't know. I'm collecting people that follow me these days. I thought he was one of his, and he gestures over to Dilbert.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. He might be.
He might be. I don't know. I don't recognize him, but I've made friends before. He didn't kill me in my sleep, and that means he's not from the old world, I don't think.
I'm not from the old world. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean him? Yeah, never crossed my mind.
Come on. If you needed to kill me, you would have done it by now.
You know, you're right about that. And that's how you know you're all safe, including him. What do we do with him? You want to check if he died? I don't really want to touch him.
The turtle walks over and pokes him.
How hard? Also, he's not like lying still. He's like, looks like he's dreaming pretty badly. He's not having a great dream.
Ooh.
The turtle goes over and pokes him.
Hello, Mr. New Person.
He like, oh,
Hey. You okay?
who are you?
I'm Ernest. This is Sioran. That's
Hello?
Dilbert. Are you here to see Dilbert?
Hello.
I don't know who Dilbert is.
Dilbert is me.
Well,
Breakfast?
Oh, thank you. He starts eating, but like he's eating like he hasn't eaten in a few days. Sort of eating, just like tearing into it.
So, are you lost or
You see-
something?
What brings you around here? That's a good question. I remember being on the coast, and then I remember staring at the gorgeous moon, and now we are here.
Interesting. Have you seen a wolf around either? There was one of those kind of hanging out near the camp earlier on this morning.
I have not. No wolf. I don't even know how I got to your camp, so I don't know.
Interesting. Nothing about that sounds suspicious.
Sometimes I sleepwalk. P.S. You know it's like a week's journey from the coast to here, so I could have sleptwalked here. I don't know.
A long
For
sleep.
a
You
week?
must be well rested.
I feel like I haven't slept a wink, to be honest. I never do when I lose track of time.
Do you have a name?
He's like eating and like looking at you quizzically.
Do
You
I have
have the whole
something on my
name thing?
face? Anything? Is there something on my face? No? Name? No? Okay.
It's not. I just.
Sioran just leans into the turtle and is like, I think he's daft.
Hey.
do you need help?
I don't think so. My name is Harcourt, by the way.
Harcourt? Interesting. What do you do other than sleepwalk?
I'm a great hearth ship captain.
So,
And you just often sleepwalk a week away into the woods and forget your name.
A week.
And your britches.
yeah, a week if you walk with a turtle anyway.
A week?
Well,
That's
8
not
days with a
true.
turtle.
8 days with a turtle, yeah.
So I guess by horse, probably like 3. Do you have a horse?
I don't know.
Maybe the wolf ate it.
Oh,
Do you know
maybe.
where the nearest town is?
There's a road, like a 2-minute walk that way. You can go right, and you can go to the big town that is Hillburg, or you can go left, and you can make it to Shade Hill. And if you drop our name, you will either be like friends with everybody instantly, or they won't like you at all.
Oh, it's a good idea. Yeah, make sure you mention Ernest's name. They love him there. He's
True.
effectively a celebrity, so he is.
I can do this.
Oh yeah.
And he like straight up gets up and goes and starts walking toward Shade Hill.
Well, that was easy. Are you sure you didn't know him,
Come
Ernie?
on. No, I never met him. Maybe. No, I don't think I met him.
When was the last time you accidentally manifested a whole ass man into the middle of a campsite? Is this par for the course for you? Is this something new?
I remember there was one time that I made a whole ship disappear, and then it ended up in a fountain. But I don't think I ever made an actual person disappear or appear near me. Not that I remember.
You know, at this point, I don't think I'll be very surprised if you did. Just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that I blame you or anything. I'm just saying it's most likely that you sneezed and touched a wand or something, and he got teleported, and now he's here. There's some shiny wolf following him around.
Is this something you would do, Ernie?
I can't really predict what my magic will do.
Perfect. Ernie has a new wolf man. So to Hillsburg then,
All right.
boy?
Hillsburg it is.
You get there kind of around noonish. It is a very happening town. Hillsburg is about as flourishing as frontier towns get before they become frontier cities. So they have many established guilds, and you can kind of visit any of the ones you want. So they have soldiers, miners, carpenters, shepherds, potters, painters, weavers, blacksmiths, highways, masons, loggers, tailors, merchants, hunters, wayfinders, farmers. They also have a building dedicated to the Sun Crusade. They have a town hall and a few shops. But the shops are mostly run by the Merchant Guild. So what do you want to do?
Boys, I think before anything else, we should unload the hundreds of pounds of gear we just picked up that I want to say you two are carrying. I can carry the shields.
Oh, I'd rather this equipment be weighing down me coin purse rather than me shoulders.
Do you think we can sell it back to the Sun Guild thing?
I mean,
They might ask where it came from and blame us.
I think a first impression walking in with a bunch of their men's armor is probably going to be a little bit of a seize them. So maybe we avoid that and yes, just offload it in one of the less obvious spots.
Blacksmith's Guild it is. Can we go find an armory or something?
Yeah, with relative ease, you can find an armory.
Archibald's Auspicious Armaments is right over here.
Yeah, it is. Archibald's Auspicious Armory is right over there. It's crazy that you knew that. So you guys walk into Archibald's Auspicious Armaments, and within there is a very big man. He's got freckles. He's got orange hair. He's got kind of a really nice orange beard. His arm hair, which is as thick as a forest, is also nice and red. You can see that the hair on his right arm, which is also slightly larger than his left arm, as is the standard with the Blacksmith's Guild, is actually quite singed from working the forge. And so he's actually the hair on his right arm is quite a bit shorter than the hair on his left. Welcome to Archibald's Auspicious Armaments. How may I help you?
Clatter.
Yeah, drop it all.
Oh my. Where did you receive this wonderful armaments?
We found it on the road.
All right, so you murdered some people. I get it.
No.
Yep.
Soldiers Guild murdered most of them first.
There might have been a non-zero amount of head pudding involved, yes.
Okay, so I have a small issue. This is Sun Crusade armor.
Yes.
Yes.
I can
You
pay
can do that.
for the material cost of this, and I need you to cover it up with a blanket right now.
Done.
Sioran drops a big blanket, just right on top of it. How's that? That's good, brother, yeah?
Oh, fantastic. This is good. Okay, so because I have to weigh it, come back to my scale. And he starts dragging them back to his scale, which is in the back room, and just starts stacking all the armaments on there. And then he starts putting these really hefty-looking ingots on the other side. I can give you the material cost of all this stuff because all of them are marked and emblazoned.
Can you redecorate or unmark and emblazon?
Because they are magically marked, I actually have to break them down in my disenchanting forge. But while this gear is the way it is marked such that a detect magic spell will actually send back property of the Sun Guild.
So, to be clear, bringing this to you was a better choice than walking into their crusade-like headquarters and dropping
Have you
it down.
been a crusader? Those
Just these
guys
ones?
they do not think, they just attack.
Perfect.
They
Made the right call.
see things that are like enemies and they're just like, you are an enemy of the light. And they wander over and they just hit things with swords. They don't think. So great call, because if you walked over to them, they probably would have assumed you murdered a bunch of them, and that was a bad call.
I'd just
Also,
like to point out the 4 very important words that have come about as a result of this. And that is that I told you so.
Jordan would be a guy who says, I told you so. That's
Oh, yeah.
This is very true, Soren. You are the reason we didn't get our heads bashed in right now. Or that we didn't bash other people's heads in right now.
Precise.
That's also true. We were really good at the other fight. I'm not sure if the Sun Guild or whatever they want to call themselves could deal with our cleric.
Well, you know, I gotta be in the right mood to make brain stew, so it's a good thing that we brought it here.
That's fair.
Brain stew.
I too need to be in the right mood to make brain stew, but usually I use, like cow or sheep, not human.
That's just minor details, so that is.
Yes, it is. Most brains are squishy in the same ways, More of the copper upper stuff and less of the bottom reptile-y brain, If only psychology was the thing here, or biology, then we could learn all about the differences in brain sizes and stuff amongst animals.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, man.
The sheep have these little big lobes at the front for smelling. It's weird.
Oh, God.
Well, now I know
So
more.
your armor weighs, 340 pounds. And, that comes to, as much as I like talking about brains, you guys are freaking me out a little. So, I will pay you one gold piece per pound. And he just slides a bunch of money over to you.
That's just, it's so terrible that that's all that you can manage to pay us, mate. It's just, yes.
Though each individual piece, if it could be sold, would be much more than this. This is the best we could hope to get, and we appreciate your business and not trying to turn us over.
Well, and then he leads you to a back room, or gestures to a back room, and says, if you're looking for something auspicious, come with me.
Yeah.
What does auspicious mean?
It means excellently good that you.
It means not suspicious at all.
What he said.
Okay. Okay.
Dilbert, yes, he's a smart man. We ought to listen to Dilbert, yeah. And we should go to that back room and look for this definitely not
Dilbert is a
suspicious.
smart man.
All right, welcome to my room of auspicious armaments. Officially, the front is all about, generic magical weaponry. Now, I don't know how full your purses are, but I'm just going to go off. I want to make back all the money I just gave you. So I'm bringing you to my slightly less expensive, but slightly more versatile magic item section. This is the dagger of truth-seeing. And he pulls out a dagger that looks really boring. But you can see a line of emerald in the center of the blade. It's just this thin line. What this is for is once a day, you can see an attack coming. Mechanically, what that means is once a day, if you are attacked, you can...
Use a reaction?
Yeah, you can spend your reaction, thank you, to have the enemy re-roll their attack against you. And you have to take the second thing.
Does this mean if just being in possession of the dagger will do this, or do you actually have to be equipping it and using it?
It has to be in your hand to be able to use it. It's this second item, and he pulls out a spear, is the spear of truth. Basically, once a day, you can use a bonus action to cast True Strike with the spear. And so it gets you advantage as a bonus action on one attack per day. How do these two items seem to you, gentlemen?
Well, these are definitely along the lines of what we might refer to as auspicious, where I'm from. Yes, that's definitely the word we would use. What do you think, boys? Is this something we're interested in? What are the cost on these items, first off?
Yeah.
The dagger is 230 gold pieces. The spear is 300 even.
Can I wield a dagger and also cast spells?
Yeah, casting requires one free hand, so the answer is yes.
Great, perfect. I would like to buy the dagger.
Amazing. I think Sioran's actually going to hold off on the spear. He looks like he's kind of interested in it, but then he just kind of like feels the heft of his hammer, kind of decides against it.
Sioran, being a cleric, is more of a smash your head in, less of a cut you open or turn you into a shish kebab kind of man, you know?
Well, I restock my auspicious room regularly, so if you would like to come back next time you're in Hillburg, I should have more items for you.
Well, Archibald, whichever you prefer, it's been a pleasure to meet you. I'd like to let you know that, I'll be very interested if you'd ever find anything that would replace my pacemaker. And he holds up his hammer.
Archie, do you do requests or take suggestions?
I do.
I would like a shield because I feel squishy because, the cleric walks around in a tin can that protects him and is also 10 feet tall. And the turtle is a living tin can. And I have a poncho.
I will keep my eyes open.
Excellent. Thank you for doing business, Archie. Hey, you guys are still here. Thanks for joining Dilbert on his adventure this week. And I hope you join us next week and see the next adventure of Dilbert. And those other two, I guess. Your support means everything to us. It is beautiful. Love you. Find us on all of the interwebs and all the different things. Well, we will see you next week for just one more quest.